Hi, and welcome to my channel. Not only do I talk about book reviews here, but I also talk about my reading journal. And so we're going to take the time to finish out the page that I'm on and move into the next page. If this is your first time coming to one of my journal updates, don't freak out. That's all I'm going to say. These are the last 30 books that I have read, and you can see right here that October ended and November began right there, and there's actually 3 books up here that needed to be part of November just because I forgot to do my break as I started the next month. So anyway, I am going to talk about these books and talk about the genres, and if you've been here before, you will notice that I already have my book covers printed out and put in the book. And I normally don't do that, except I've been doing my new Kanban board, and so I've been printing the books bigger. And I had this issue last time where I had some big and some small, and it just ended up being complete chaos. I actually don't mind how this looks, even though there's quite a bit of overlap for some of the books. I still like that I can see them all and I know what they all are. I like this a lot more than I like this chaoticness over here. But the first thing I have to do is mark all of my genres. So I have a key at the front of my journal, and it tells me all the different genres that I read in, and it's got a marker that goes with that color. So I just highlight over here, and it ends up looking like this page. And I also started marking all of my 5-star reads. So when I do the flip through, which is coming at the beginning of January, I'm going to do a flip through of the whole year. We'll talk about all those 5-star reads. But in the meantime, I'm going to work on this and we're going to talk about some stats. So first, let's talk about the star rating for all of these books. The lowest on my list was a 3-star, and I had 2 of those this month. I had 1 3.5 star. I had 17 4 stars. I had 2 4.5 stars, and I had 7 5 stars. Now, those of you who are really quick with math will tell me that that's only 29 books, because I also had a DNF, and this is probably only my 3rd DNF of the whole year, but I just could not finish it, and I'll talk about it in my monthly wrap-up video that's going to be coming out. But those are the stats that I had. I'll also go into the 5-star reads a lot more because I have a dedicated 5-star read video. The genres that I read in this time were horror, fiction, classic, fantasy, nonfiction, and mystery. And predominantly fantasy was the genre that I read the most of, which is usually what's been happening. That's not always been the case. And if you're here when I do my flip through, you'll definitely find out that that's not the case. That wasn't the case at the beginning of the year. But as we've gone through the year and I have started reading more and more fantasy, that has been the case. So at the end of October, the beginning of November, I totaled up all of my pages read in October, and it came to 10,195. And I would say that that is about average for what I do. There have been months that it's been a little more than that, and there have been months when it's been a little less than that, but that's probably about what my average is. Okay, so I'm all done with this one. Moving over to this one, and I have already put in my first book that I finished for this page. That was book number 330, and this might be my last one. I think I saved enough room in here to do one more if I need to before the new stuff starts over here, which that video will be coming up in the new year, of what I'm going to do differently next year, because I still have plenty of pages left in this journal. So I'm planning to use it again next year in a slightly different way. So thank you for watching this video. I would love anything that you want to talk about below. We can talk about books, we can talk about journaling, whatever you want to talk about. I will see you in my next video. Bye.